Imagine waking up one day to find that an entire bridge has vanished overnight, or discovering that a 3,000-pound copper bell is just gone. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the most mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, and downright insane heists in history. From massive Empire State Buildings, the Stradivarius violin, to Dorothy's ruby red slippers disappearing without a trace, these thefts will make you question everything you thought you knew about crime. How did the thieves pull off these colossal heists? Where did these stolen treasures end up? And most importantly, could these crimes still be unsolved? Before we start the video, please smash that like and subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you can never miss our upcoming episodes. Now, start the countdown of the 10 biggest things ever stolen. Number 1. The Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, one of the world's most famous paintings, was stolen from the Louvre in 1911 by Vincenzo Peruggia, a museum maintenance worker. Peruggia hid in a closet overnight and, with 2 accomplices, smuggled the painting out. In 1913, he attempted to sell it to an Italian art dealer, claiming he wanted it returned to Italy. Authorities recovered the painting, and Peruggia was sentenced to 7 months in jail. The Mona Lisa remains one of the most valuable stolen items, worth approximately $2 billion. Number 2. The Empire State Building. Back in 2008, Daily News pulled off one of the largest heists ever recorded in history. In order to prove to the city that their record-keeping system needed to be updated, Daily News briefly stole the $1.89 billion property on which the Empire State Building sits. The journalists drafted up fake documents, placed a fake notary stamp on them, and submitted the paperwork to the city. The city officially stamped the documents that same day, which then allowed the deed to the property to be turned over to Daily News. This process revealed an enormous loophole in the city's system, which did not require city clerks to verify information on these documents. Fortunately, Daily News rightfully returned the property to the city within 24 hours of the scam, and the laws were changed. Number 3. The Concert. The Concert was a painting done by famous artist Johannes Vermeer between the years 1663 and 1666, and was placed in the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston, Massachusetts. The painting pictures 2 women and a man in a parlor focusing on music. In the early morning hours following Boston's St. Patrick's Day celebrations in 1990, 2 thieves disguised as policemen requested to enter the museum to investigate a disturbance. The guards allowed the fake policemen to enter, and once inside, the thieves handcuffed and tied up the guards in the basement. Over the course of 81 minutes, the thieves stole 13 pieces of art and left the guards handcuffed in the basement. Of the 13 pieces stolen, the Concert was the most valuable and is worth an estimated $200 million. The whereabouts of the art is still unknown and remains one of the greatest mysteries in the art world today. Number 4. The Amber Room. Dubbed the 8th wonder of the world, the Amber Room was originally built in 1701 and later moved to the Catherine Palace in Russia. Consisting of 6 tons of amber panels, the room was valued at $140 to $280 million. In 1941, Nazis looted and transported it to Königsberg Castle in Germany. As the Allies advanced in 1944, Hitler ordered it to be packed and moved. The castle was later bombed, leaving the fate of the Amber Room uncertain, either destroyed or hidden elsewhere. Number 5. The Scream. Edvard Munch's iconic painting, The Scream, was stolen from Oslo's National Gallery on the opening day of the 1994 Winter Olympics. Thieves used a ladder to break into an upper floor window, cutting the painting from its frame within a minute. Days later, the Norwegian government received a $1 million ransom demand, which was ignored. 3 months later, the painting was recovered intact at a hotel 40 miles outside Oslo. In 1996, 4 men were arrested for their involvement. Number 6. The Saliera. Benvenuto Cellini's Saliera, a gold-plated sculpture featuring Ceres and Neptune, was created between 1540 and 1543 and housed in Vienna's Art History Museum. In 2003, security specialist Robert Mung stole it by scaling the museum's walls and breaking a window. He buried the sculpture in the woods and later sent a trident from the piece as a ransom demand. When security footage surfaced, Meng confessed, and the Saliera was returned to the museum in 2006. Number 7. The Stradivarius Violin. In 1995, a $3.5 million Stradivarius violin belonging to concert violinist Erica Marini was stolen from her locked cabinet in New York City. The violin, crafted in 1727 by Antonio Stradivari, had been in Marini's possession for decades. Marini, 91 years old, was never informed of the theft before her death. The FBI still lists the instrument as one of its top art crimes, and its whereabouts remain unknown. Number 8. Dorothy's Ruby Red Slippers. In 2005, the iconic ruby red slippers from The Wizard of Oz were stolen from the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. The thief smashed the display case and left no fingerprints or camera footage. 13 years later, a suspect contacted the insurance company claiming to know the slippers' location, but his intentions were financially motivated. The FBI later recovered the slippers in Minneapolis, though details about the thief remain undisclosed. Number 9. The Fabergé Easter eggs. Created for Russian czars by Peter Carl Fabergé, the Fabergé eggs are some of the most valuable treasures in history. Tsar Alexander III commissioned the first egg in 1885, and his son, Nicholas II, continued the tradition until the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution. After the royal family's execution, the eggs were stored in the Kremlin before being sold internationally. While many are displayed in museums, 7 remain missing. Each is valued at $1 million or more, making them among the most expensive stolen artifacts. Number 10. 3,000 pounds. Copper bell. In 2005, a 12-foot-tall, 3,000-pound copper bell and its frame was stolen from a Buddhist monastery in Tacoma, Washington. The bell was stolen while the monks were meditating. Police believe the robbers used machinery to commit the crime due to the enormous weight and size of the bell. The bell was returned to the temple a few years later by a man who had come across the bell after buying a storage unit at an auction. After purchasing the unit, the man was contacted by David L. Hunter, who claimed that he was the rightful owner of the unit and all of its contents. Hunter offered the man $500 for the items in the unit, but the man declined the offer, returned the bell, and informed local fish and wildlife officers about the conversation. Authorities arrested Hunter in 2008, almost 3 years after the bell was stolen. And there you have it, the top 10 biggest things ever stolen. From entire buildings vanishing into thin air to priceless treasures still missing to this day, these crimes prove that when it comes to theft, no job is too big. Which of these heists shocked you the most? Do you think any of these stolen goods will ever be recovered? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends. There are so many more unbelievable heists, disappearances, and mysteries to uncover. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our next countdown. Until next time, keep your valuables close, because you never know what might go missing next.